Welcome. See what we get here. What message does Spirit have for you today? Let's see. Thank you. Again. Wow. Okay. We definitely have an innovator in our midst. Innovation came out. Thomas Edison, again. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. But boy, what if he had stopped? Where would we be? Okay. Around the world in 80 days. Travel, exploring the world, a bet. Completion, patience, steady progress. Wow. It's about not giving up. It's about not giving up on your innovations, on anything you're trying to do. And with innovation, it would be something different. So you aren't walking the beaten path. So there was no one to show you. You know, how are they going to show you something that was never done before? So this is on you to, like, you're a trailblazer. And trailblazers don't give up. They can't. They can't give up. But maybe you feel like it. Maybe you feel like it. Okay. So I take all three, Spirit. Okay. We have galaxy. Your experiences are shaped by your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Embrace your power, for you are the designer of your own cosmic journey. And right away, what I get from this is like, it looks like innovation. I mean, the galaxy, the sparkles, the light, it looks like sparks of genius. It looks like you seeing whatever you're doing leading to what you want it to lead to will get it there. But if you're seeing only the past disappointments and results that weren't what you wanted, let's just say, if you keep seeing that happening again and expecting it, that's what's manifesting. So Spirit wants you to try to see it like this, like an explosion of something new, manifesting, something actually working out. You know, Edison's number 10,001, you know, that did work. Then we get root chakra. Embrace the divine wisdom of your root chakra and find solace in the grounding force it offers as it anchors you to the present moment. You're not dwelling on the past disappointments, being now, being in the now. Like, I have an opportunity to make this work. Why am I doing it? If it's for it to not work, no, I'm doing it for it to succeed, for it to work out. And then we have water. Your capacity to feel deeply, connect with the unseen currents of the soul is a treasure that brings you closer to your higher self. It's like your intuition is your treasure, connecting you to your higher self. You feel with that water, you feel deep within your soul that this is going to work. That's what keeps you going. That's why you haven't given up. But it fights probably with the mental, with your mind telling you, but of course, if it hasn't worked 10,000 times, what makes you think 10,001 is going to do the trick? Why don't you just give up? Why would you try for the 10,001st time is what I'm getting from there. So your soul kind of battling your mind in what we've been taught, logic, reason, what you see before your eyes is what is. Okay, whoa, I've got to take these two together. Aquarius and Uranus came out at the same time. I was just playing around. Spirit's like, I'm not done. I'm so glad you played with these cards. Aquarius is Uranus. You are passionate about creating a better world for all. But as you extend your energy to the collective, remember to nurture your own well-being. And beating up on yourself, that self-talk that you're a failure, that you're a loser, that you should quit, that's not healing. That's not very kind to yourself. That's not congratulating yourself on all the many tries. It's like I say all the time, and with the World Cup, that being a really good, timely example. I used to use the NBA games, but now it's the World Cup. No matter what it is, as soon as that team does not win, and they have to step away from the tournament, from the playoffs, from the series, from whatever, all of a sudden they all cry. They feel like losers. It's like, what about all that hard work? It means nothing. All of a sudden it's just nothing. It should mean everything. It should mean everything. And then we hit Uranus. Your ability to think outside the box and embrace unconventional ideas makes you a harbinger of transformation and progress. Where do we see progress? On the back of this card. A bet. A bet, meaning a big bet. You bet on yourself. You bet on something that never worked before working. Taking a leap of faith. Steady progress. Here it is. Steady progress. And we know innovation is all about progress. And that think outside the box with Aquarius and Uranus, that genius, it's all over this reading. You better not give up. You better not give up. Wow. And be so proud of yourself, even for trying to do this, even for involving your energy in this. Think how many people involve their energy in other things. Apparently you're doing something that might change the world or help the world. With that Aquarius, you may not be an Aquarius. It could be meaning the age of Aquarius, which we know is all about humanity and, service and even science. Okay, more Aquarius action. The Tower. Wait, I might be wrong. That might be Scorpio. But anyway, something shocking, surprising. That's why I was thinking Aquarius, because of Uranus, that surprising element of everything. Yes, the Tower. You or whatever you're doing is groundbreaking. It's unexpected. And with this, I see like Einstein. You know how they always show his head going, this is what the Tower at the top makes me feel like. Beautiful. This Tower at the bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. This is going to make you so fulfilled emotionally. It's going to fill you up and make you feel so proud. That's what I see with that 10 of Cups. You see having your moment with yourself, like I did it. I accomplished it. And the Page of Pentacles keeps wanting to show his face, so I'll give him the floor, so to speak. Diligent, ambitious, determined, not giving up. Going after an opportunity. Holding on to that coin. Wow. One more. Okay. Oh, and it went over to the side. Yet, 4 of Cups. This is feeling rejected. This is just a lot of people beat up on 4 of Cups. A lot of readers, this is you being ungrateful, or this is you feeling, what did it say? Stagnant, not moving on what you need. I don't take it as that. I take it as in we are all human. We're not going to always cheerlead ourselves. That's why we need others to sometimes point out, what we're doing well. Or we need to rely on our faith if we don't have others around us to point out and recognize the good job we're doing in those quiet years where nobody else is where it doesn't take off, You have to pick yourself up with your faith. You have to be your encouragement. And you have to remember why you're doing what you're doing, most of all. But it is okay if you're in 4 cups. Just don't stay there to the point where you give up. We get death. And at the bottom, the Fool. Excuse me. And then under that, the Ace of Swords. Spirit's like, you're on track. That's the truth. Truth and clarity about the situation is that endings with the Death card and beginnings. The Fool, you love to see these together. You love it, especially death and then the Fool. That is so awesome. This is the end of the 4 cups is what I'm getting. You won't be feeling like that for long. You're about to have this Tower moment, and you're about to feel this. That ultimate emotional fulfillment. And that's going to keep you going, is what Spirit's saying. After you get that kind of light at the end of the tunnel, or window of opportunity, or just like something that lets you know you're on the right track, and that there's going to be some growth here. There's going to be some fruit here. Then you're going to be unstoppable. All you needed was a glimmer. That's all. A glimmer of hope. A glimmer. Let me say, I'm not saying it right. All you needed was a sign of life. That's all. And you're about to get it. And then there will be no stopping you. So with that, that's all that's need to be said about this. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next one.